Alright, it has been a week. I have finally returned. Smash was canceled this week, so we're streaming virtual Maid stream at Ramie again. So, what's good, everybody? What's up, Flameser? I see you, bro. But, yeah. I've been meaning to get back into this. Meaning to put out a whole bunch of content, really. I did put out some new music over the past weekend. At least I made good on my word on that. But other than that, just apologies for the lack of content throughout the last week. You know, work's been a real bitch lately, I'll tell you that. But, you know, I got some time off, got some free time, so hopefully I'm going to be able to put out more content, especially with COD coming out this weekend. So, you know, hopefully I'll be able to, you know, do a lot more for you guys, because that's what you deserve. But we're going to continue this story here, finally. A long-awaited third episode, and it will be going up on YouTube almost immediately after the stream. Just as soon as I make the thumbnail, you know. Yes, yes. All the brands. Alright, let's see. Where did we leave off here? Let's continue. Thanks to Ramie taking care of the food, my workload had become considerably lighter. Also, just wanna give two disclaimers here. One, this is gonna be a short stream, about an hour and a half. You know, as far as like visual novel episodes go, I normally try to make them short. That way, you know, it's good for binging later on in the future for those who aren't here to catch it live. Also, two, I am going to kind of be a bit lower energy than usual because I'm still recovering from not feeling too well yesterday. So, you know, there's that. You know, I'ma still act a fool when I need to, but just for this particular stream, you know, it's just gonna be a bit more mellow. But you know, just wanted to give a heads up for those just tuning in. So sit back for a little bit, relax, get comfortable, get your snackies, your drinks, and let's continue this story, shall we? I'm actually really liking this visual novel. I wish more people knew about it. I wish it was a fucking category on Twitch. YouTube has it, apparently. When I you know, went to post the VODs, apparently it was right there when I typed it in on YouTube. But anyway, I digress. Thanks to Ramie taking care of the food, my workload had become considerably lighter. So now all I had to take care of was the advertising and the reservation process. There were a few small things I needed to buy, and I still had to do the usual stuff I'd do at the cafes. So the fact that I was busy, very busy, hadn't changed. But I was able to enjoy getting it all done more than I thought I would. Twitch is slacking, facts. Twitch is slacking when it comes to a lot of fucking, you know, visual novels out here. Like, remember the Fantasy Tavern series? Couldn't find none of that shit as a category on Twitch. And I play all 3 games too. I wonder if there's no. I think they pretty much wrapped it up with a 3rd game. I don't see them making a 4th one. And I think this game is made by those same developers. I think they made Fantasy Tavern. They made Nin Days. They made Kokoro Days, which is another one of my first playthroughs that I did on Twitch. And then there was also what else is there? I gotta get back to Neko Para, dude. I gotta do the Neko Para games. Fuck. Neko Para feels like it was such a long time ago when I streamed that. I really am going to do the other volumes, obviously, but just a lot more stuff in my backlog that I gotta complete too, such as Persona 4 Golden. But yeah, there's definitely a lot that I can do as far as like visual novels alone. And my mic is tilting. Hey there, good looking. I'll be back. Hey, what's up, Potter? Yeah, Smash is canceled tonight for any of the Smash crew tuning in. But we'll be back in full swing next week for Halloween. So you're not missing nothing, Potter. Hope you're enjoying your time off too. And thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Let's see. There were a few. Okay, I already read that line. Oh, hello. You. Ramie, who had now finished the housework, spoke to me while I was staring at my phone screen. It's the reservation form for the event.
順調そうですか?
We're almost booked out. Ooh, sold out. Let's go. Truth be told, I kind of needed a break. Mental health is very important. Indeed it is. Indeed it is, Potter. Which is why I've got until Sunday to refocus my mental health from my job. So, I definitely get what you're saying when you gotta take care of yourself first. I learned that lesson pretty much the hardest way I ever could last month. You know, and I'm not really gonna air that business out on stream, but for those who know, you know. But for those, if you know, you know.
本当ですか? よかったじゃないですか.
Yeah, the cosplayer helped promote it. I put an announcement notice up on the cafe's website, and the cosplayer made an announcement post on her social media at the same time. Let's go, baby, that free press. It was amazing how many people are willing to buy tickets at 20,000 yen for a piece for an event on such short. Isn't that like? Forgive me if my conversion rates are off by a mile here, but isn't 20,000 Japanese yen equivalent to like $200 US? It's like $200. Yeah, I thought so. I keep forgetting. You know, I keep forgetting, like with Japanese currency, pretty much all you do is just add an extra zero. Or an extra 2 zeros. I forgot about the rule. I'm allowed to bring, wait. I don't quite understand that sentence, Potter. Yeah, $200 a pop. Yeah, me too. Taking their money wasn't the only part of the job. You had to make sure the customers felt like they got their money's worth. I can definitely relate to that, especially as somebody who's worked events, you know, as far as where they work in retail and all that, you know. That was hospitality. And especially in the case of concept cafes, it was very, very important. Actually, I'm thinking of asking a couple part-timers to bus tables on the day. Hey, the more help, the better, sir. But the main focus needs to be on the cosplayers, so I'll have to let them know to try not to stand out too much or get in the way. In saying that, I was worried about Ramie since she was the one most likely to stand out. I mean, yeah. For those who were here last episode, I'm pretty sure y'all remember what she was wearing while she was helping out last time. And I'm pretty sure she was wearing her maid outfit, but let's just say she stuck out like quite a sore thumb. And something else stuck out quite a bit as well. But and saying, okay, yeah.
みんなで楽しめればいいんですよ。コスプレイヤーの方もお客様なんだっていう気持ちでやりましょう。
Peaches out with DJ I'm surprised you still remember that, Potter. I remember that shit had us dying when Nick named himself that. Still, I fucking forgot where he got that name from. Yeah, exactly. The organizer may have been a female cosplayer, but that was irrelevant. When holding an event at the cafe, everyone who comes was a customer. It would be an event that would make everyone smile. So, should we start today by going shopping first?
かしこまりました。
Okay, but first, change clothes. Then after that, you can come to the cafe again if that's okay.
もちろんです。フードの練習頑張ります。
Let's go. I love the commitment. Ramie's cooking was authentic, fast, and delicious. Delicioso. All the regulars and part-timers who tried it gave it their stamp of approval. And there's no way in hell anything could go wrong. Okay, bro, don't say shit like that. That's a bad omen. Don't ever think that something's good. Don't ever put it in your mind that something could go wrong as something that's supposed to go. That's something that, you know, at like an event or like a business fair or something like that. Famous last words, exactly. Or so, that's what I thought. Oh god, this fucking guy. I will be seeing Peach and Nick tomorrow, going to... Oh, nice. Hope y'all have a good time. The day of the event. Damn, that sneeze fucked me up. Alright, the day of the event. Oh boy.
店長さん、私ローストビーフの仕込みに入りますので、付け合わせの玉ねぎのスライスと塩だれを準備してもらっていいですか?
Did she say rosto beefo, bro? Let's fucking go. Bless, thank you. I just sneezed as well. I'm telling you, it's contagious. If you even like watch somebody sneeze or somebody like near you or like in the distance sneezes, bro, you automatically feel like you got to do it too. That's how I am with people laughing though. That's how I am with people laughing too. Like if somebody near me starts laughing, or like I see somebody in like meme videos, I hear somebody in like meme videos laughing, bro, I automatically start laughing too, even when it's not funny. Even when nothing's funny. Bless you, Devo. Thank you. Let's see. The salt seasoning sauce. Got it. Leave it to me. 2 hours before the event began, we arrived at Cafe 1 and hurried to prepare. Manager, what should we be doing? Move the tables for me. Make sure everyone will be able to sit. Roger. Whoops, wrong button. And put the tables and chairs we're not using somewhere where they won't stand out. Ramie, the 2 part-timers, and I continue getting the preparations done for the event. Oh boy, here we go again. The onions and salt seasoning sauce are done. How you doing?
こっちも大丈夫です。表面に焼き目をつけたので、あとはオーブンに入れて中まで火を通すだけです。
You like that with yawning, Potter? True. It'd be like that with yawning too. Next thing to prepare is... have we prepared the tartar sauce for the fried chicken already?
昨日の営業中にやっておきました。冷蔵庫に入ってます。
Look at you, ahead of the game. Really? Well, thanks.
いえいえ。なので店長さんはガーリックピラフの素材カットをお願いしてもいいですか?
Garlic pilaf. Got it. Hey, manager. Huh? What is it? Did you already arrange the tables? Without answering my question, she just looked from me to Ramie and back and gave a wide and suggestive smile. You guys look good together, don't you? Just like a married couple, you know? Oh boy, don't go saying shit like that. Is this a hentai game or something? I don't know. This is the Switch version. It could be. Then again, I don't know if this developer makes hentai visual novels. But I could be wrong. All it takes is a little bit of research. What the? What are you doing? If you're going to go clean, then leave the frying pan behind. Are you planning to wash the food you're preparing too? Damn girl, come on, let's get back in the game here. God damn it, don't give it to me, I'll burn myself. Put it on the stove. I'm not calling her an idiot, bro, fuck that. Chill out, MC. The part-timers started giggling as they watched this exchange. What the hell are you laughing at? I was just thinking that it looks like the kind of comedic bit a married couple would do. Oh my god. Don't go putting Ramie on the spot by saying weird shit like that. We don't have much time before the event starts, alright? But it doesn't seem like the idea is being opposed, does it? Because I don't think of... Wow! You better not let her hear you say that. Jesus. Oh, don't worry. I'm pretty sure by the time this story ends, you will, and then some. I didn't mean by you. I meant by Ramie. Ramie? After she said that, I looked back at Ramie standing at the sink. She seemed to be washing both the spatulas she dropped and her own hands. Seemed like she understood well what it takes to work in hospitality. Guess who's joining us for the following week after Halloween for Cart Chaos? Who? There we go. Thanks, whore. Guess? I don't know. Is it Nick? If she didn't have the hots for you, I don't think she would have dropped what she was holding, would she? That is a fool's way of thinking. No? Don't do that. Oh, is it you, whore? I almost believed her for a moment, but swallowed it back down and said that instead. Swallowed what, bro?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
What are you swallowing, sir? Stop saying weird shit and finish setting up the hall. Okay. The part-timers went back to what they were doing, and as if to replace them, Ramie came over to me. That's all good. You ain't got to apologize. She wouldn't meet my eyes, and her cheeks were flushing red slightly. But it doesn't seem like the idea is being opposed, does it? See, this is why I'm going to invest in an XLR mic and a Go XLR system, because something like this will require like an echo kind of voice. I got way too many damn bills I need to pay off first before I ever think about getting upgrading anything. No way and no shot, right? Nothing. Let's get back to the preparations. Perhaps my words snapped her out of it, but she met my eyes and gave a firm nod. Also, Ramie. Manager, not master, okay? Save that for the bedroom. Try getting it used. It helps. Make sure you get it clean before you use it. See, that's the thing about used products. Sometimes, you know, with how heavy scamming has been nowadays, sometimes if you get it used, sometimes it don't work. And then you have to waste, and then you have to spend even more money getting the parts to fix it. When I finished preparing the food, I got a call from the cafe that was holding the birthday event originally planned for this cafe. From the sound of it, things were going well over there. It was a relief to hear. I checked my watch to find that it was just 10 minutes before the event starts. Yeah, I know. I'll call her. But she didn't pick up. I had a bad feeling. See, this is what happens when you say nothing. Not what could possibly go wrong before something big happens, bro. I told you, you shouldn't have said that shit. There was already a line out front. I got a part-timer to do a head count, and it seemed like all 20 people were there. The worried look on Ramie's face made me feel more impatient too. What would happen at this point if she just didn't show up without any kind of communication to let us know? All the attendees would no doubt be furious. She didn't seem like the kind of girl who just dropped communication like that. I thought back to my meeting with her. She arrived at the cafe more than 15 minutes before our scheduled time. She seemed hardworking and gave a professional greeting. There was definitely something off about a girl like that not showing up without any communication. We got a bit of a grammar error there, but we managed to fix it. Ramie, for the time being, let's get started on the appetizers. I'll try to figure out a way to get in touch with her. With a look of unease, she did as I had instructed, but at that moment... Manager, the news! Look at the news! Oh, God. The news? What is it? Oh, hell. Just hurry up and look. I pulled out my phone in a hurry and checked the online news. And when I did, a breaking news article jumped out at me. An accident at an intersection in a multi-car pileup with many people injured. Wait, isn't that really close to here? Maybe she got caught up in traffic because of the accident. Or maybe, just maybe, she was in the accident. Which would be even more fucked up. I was becoming more and more concerned about that bad feeling I had. Even if she got caught up in traffic, that wouldn't explain the lack of communication. She would have called or emailed. Brushing that off as nothing would just... The sudden ringing of my phone startled me. Looking at the screen, I saw it was from the cosplayer girl. Feeling relief at that for the moment, I tapped the answer button. I'm so sorry. As soon as I answered, she apologized with a voice that sounded like she was about to cry. I could hear the sound of police and ambulance sirens in the background. I'm sorry. I'm really so very sorry. I'm really, really sorry. Oh, God. Calm down. Take a breath. Okay. She takes several deep breaths, and after giving her some time, I ask her, what happened? I was riding in a taxi on my way to the cafe when a truck crashed it. Oh, fuck, dude. I knew it. Damn. Ugh. My bad feeling was correct. Jesus. I couldn't believe she had such a terrible, unexpected accident. The kind you don't think would ever happen in your own entire life. Are you alright? Are you hurt? Please don't overdo it if you're hurt. Don't feel the need to speak. No, it's probably only minor. I'm injured. But I'm perfectly conscious and waiting for my turn to be transported to the hospital. I see. I'm glad to hear that. If it was just a minor injury, then it shouldn't leave her with much of a scar or any after effects. As a cosplayer, her job was to show off and attract people. Hopefully it was nothing that would affect that. But more importantly, about today's event. She was waiting her turn to be transported, which means she'd be on her way to the hospital soon. It was a pretty big accident. She might have been told by police and medical personnel she needs to go to the hospital for an examination. In which case, it went without saying she wouldn't be able to come to the event. Please relax. I'll politely explain to your fans that the event will have to be canceled because of the accident. Oh, I'm so sorry. You went through so much trouble and effort to arrange for me on such short notice. Don't mind that. Just focus on getting treated. Okay. After hearing her reply, I hung up. At some point during the call, Ramie and the part-timers had gathered around me. Yep, it's bad. I wasn't in the right mindset to be warning Ramie about calling me master. I took a breath, and in a voice loud enough for everyone to hear, I spoke. The event is cancelled. I gave a big nod at everyone's doubts. The cosplayer who was taking part has been involved in an accident. She's currently being taken to the hospital. Shit, I think I clicked too early. She doesn't have any serious injuries, but it sounds like she needs to be taken to the hospital for an examination. So right now, she's waiting to be transported. And so we have no choice but to cancel the event. The only thing you can do, refunds. We can't do anything but explain the situation and ask them to go home. It'd be nice if they'd understand and politely go home, but there's a lot of asshole otakus here that probably won't get the memo. Don't talk about them like that, alright? If we explain it with honesty and sincerity, they'll understand. Oh, that sure be nice. I understood everyone's unease, but we couldn't just get scared and shrug off our responsibility to explain the situation exactly. I'll explain it to the attendees. It'd be rude to talk outside the cafe. So, for now, let's get them inside. Alright. The two part-timers went out to the attendees. As I watched them off, Ramie came close by my side. Ramie, could you wait in the kitchen? It's alright. This is something I have to do as the person in charge of everything. I can't let myself depend on you that much. You've already helped me more than enough.
かしこまりました。
Before long, the doors were open and the attendees started coming in from the outside. Please make your way in. I went to help guide them. Welcome. Thank you very much for coming today. Please take your seats. Once everyone has taken their seats, I'll explain the situation.
What do you mean explain? Huh? The main girl isn't here?
What's going on? Are you scamming us? Please calm down. Just take a seat first, then I'll explain everything. We've really been looking forward to meeting her, you know. Please calm down. Everything will be explained. This seemed like it might become more difficult than I was expecting. With that premonition, I strengthened my resolve as the person in charge. Once all the attendees were seated, I explained about the car accident that had just happened nearby. And unfortunately, the cosplayer who was to be attending was involved in the accident. So that's the situation. This is very upsetting for us as well. We know all of you came here today looking forward to this event. Thinking about her not being able to be here leaves me speechless, but I must ask for your understanding. I bowed my head deeply after doing my best to get all the words out. I felt as if Ramie and the part-timers who I'd made stay in the kitchen had also bowed their heads along with me. Having said everything I could, if they still weren't able to accept it, then I didn't know what I'd do. I thought about it as I wait for the words of the attendees. We understand the situation. Please raise your head. On behalf of the guests participating, a man spoke. We raised our heads and then we saw that the other participants were nodding in agreement. There's just one thing I want to check. What will happen with the participation fee? It will be refunded, of course. And in that case, it's just bad luck and nothing can be done about it. It's a shame we won't get to meet her, but I really hope she's not badly injured. Wow. These customers are actually acting the way that I wasn't expecting. You know, when something like this happens in real life, bro, niggas are so quick to fucking lash out and blame and cast blame and be so tone deaf to situations like this. You know, it's kind of refreshing to see, even in a video game, that people are understanding towards a person who could have been killed over something like this. Nothing better than popcorn and watching your stream. Popcorn with milk duds. Don't knock unless you wait. Oh, I get it. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream, Potter. That means a lot, actually. It really does. Makes me feel like I'm actually doing something right. Let's see. A large number of attendees seem to have accepted my explanation. Uh-oh. You know when you see the word but, bro? That B-U-T with the 3 ellipses. Wait up just a second. One of the attendees called out. Whoops, excuse me. Sorry, I just ate before recording. I love you and you're streaming. Well, I love y'all too. Thank you. One of the attendees called out, and the same large guy who was being difficult as I was encouraging him to take a seat. I came all the way here from Hokkaido for this event, you know. I understand how you feel, but unfortunately, as mentioned in the important information section on your reservation page, the cafe is only able to deal with matters relating to the event. Saying that doesn't help me, does it? Fuck off, asshole. I truly do understand how you feel, but... The next thing I know, he was much too close to me. If you understand how I feel, then do something about it. Man, fuck you. Of course, I wouldn't say that out loud. Very large participating customer. Just like that, I was pushed hard and fell butt first on the floor. I was really looking forward to this event. I could deal with it being postponed until tomorrow or something, but canceling it? Hey, there's no need to get violent. Shut the fuck up. This is bad. The air between the large guy and the other attendees was getting tense. I could deal with a dispute between a customer and the cafe, but if it was between customers, things could get out of hand. The atmosphere was getting intense, and as the person in charge, I had to do something to keep things under control. Uh-oh. A loud and clear voice echoed into every corner of the cafe. As if to block him, Ramie stood before the large man.
ここで争っていても嫌な思い出が増えるだけです。そんなの虚しいだけじゃないですか。
Even so,
あなたの悔しい気持ちはわかります。でも一度落ち着いてください。落ち着いてからゆっくり話し合いましょう。
Waifus fix everything, bro. Niggas laughed at us for years when we make that statement, but it's ringing true all these years, bro. It's rang true all these years. Waifus fix everything. 2D fixes everything. There's so many times I want to cuss them out, but I cussed on Sunday when the I cussed up a storm on Sunday when the Phillies won, and the funny part is I didn't get written up. Oh yeah, they shouldn't write you up for swearing. It's fucking stupid that some companies are so petty to the point where they'll write you up just for letting out a fucking cuss word, dude. I remember I got wrote up one time for that, and it was just the most... Sorry, I had to turn off my heater. It's getting hot in here. I remember getting wrote up one time for cussing, bro, and it was the dumbest, still to this day, the dumbest fucking thing I've ever gotten written up for. Are you, by the way, Potter, are you a Phillies fan? Let's see, oh, I heard they're, I may be wrong, but I heard they were going to the World Series this year. I don't keep up with sports. Proud Phillies fan? Nice. The cafe went silent following Ramie's sincere plea. A few moments later, the attendees started to murmur. That girl, doesn't she look like Ramie Amatsuka? Yeah, she does. Her cosplay looks just like Ramie's outfit too. She looks so cute. Everyone's attention began to focus on Ramie. Of course, the large guy was also staring at her. I hoped Ramie's words would change his mind, but... So, you're gonna do something about it then? If you'll do something about it, then I'll accept. Okay. If you're not gonna do anything, then don't interrupt me. This fucking guy, bro. Get him out of here. Get him the fuck out. This is bad. This guy was so angry, it doesn't even seem to matter that she was a girl. He was going to attack her. Ramie, look out! I have to protect her. Sir. Wait, we gotta do it. We gotta do it in classic disrespected club fashion. Sir. I forced myself between the large guy and Ramie. I stared at this guy who was much larger than me, and while shielding Ramie behind me. Ramie is an employee here. Violence and threats towards her will not be tolerated. I felt like I might have heard Ramie's fervorous voice, but now wasn't the time. Luckily, it seemed as if the other attendees agreed with what I had said and stood up to restrain the large guy. Damn, they holding him back like he a They holding him back like he the next Thanksgiving turkey. What the hell? You're all treating me like you're the one who started shit in the first place ever since you came in the fucking room, in the fucking building. Like, of course we're gonna treat you that way, you fucking prick. As expected, he was taken aback by the atmosphere surrounding him and began to waver. Then he collapsed to his knees in front of everyone as they looked on. All of you, you don't understand. You don't know how I felt about coming to this event. I'm pretty sure nobody gives a shit at this point, since you wanted to come off as an asshole. Then finally he began to cry large tears. It was hard to believe he'd been lashing out with so much anger just moments ago. But this sudden change left everyone speechless. I don't have much money, you know. But I came here using all the money I had saved up. Damn. But in spite of all of that, not getting to meet my best girl. He a real otaku, bro. A true shrimp. Looking closely, I could see that he wasn't dressed that nicely. He was wearing a dull-colored shirt and his pants were frayed at the hem. But still, he must have done his best to dress up in his own way for when he met the cosplayer, his best girl.
そうだったんですね。
Ramie murmured some words quietly, but also as if speaking for everyone here. Then she knelt down to the floor next to him as he cried heavily. What do you want? Did you come here to laugh at me?
いいえ、笑いません。
Huh?
あなたの気持ちはここにいる全員が理解しています。そうですよね。
Yeah, sure. The other attendees nodded, but it was also somewhat awkward. There are things you could and couldn't do, but regardless, causing trouble for others was never okay.
私たちはあなたのことを勝手に理解したつもりになっていて責め立ててしまいました。あなたの心の叫びに耳を傾けずに敵のように扱ってしまいました。私たちも悪いところはあります。この場にいる全員を代表して謝らせてください。
What a kind soul. Did Twitch get rid of the host? Yeah, I want to host you. I think they did. Or at the very least, they're in the process of getting rid of it, which I don't know why. Twitch, it's like Twitch takes like 10 steps backwards with every fucking new update they come out with. Yet they don't crack down on the shit that should be taken care of. I won't fucking mention, nor should I have to even say what those things are, because it should be very fucking obvious at this point, based on what's happened in the past fucking based on what's happened in the past few years. But I'ma not beat a dead horse. As she said that, she took the hand of the large man. Everyone looking on gasped when she did. You're just trying to make me let my guard down so you can trick me again, aren't you?
悪いことをしたら謝る。小さい頃にみんなお父さんやお母さんから教わることです。
Ramie stayed firm. I could only see her back, but right then, I felt like I could imagine exactly what her face looked like. I'm sure it had a smile that washed away pain and anger. A smile like the sun. And after another moment, he curled back up on the floor and let out a loud cry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone. Seeing him crying on the floor like a child, I don't think there was a person alive who couldn't forgive him.
ということです。皆さん、この人のことを許していただけますか?
Ramie turned to everyone and asked. Well, he did apologize. It's not like I don't understand how he feels. Ramie then checked that the part-timers felt the same, and then turned her eyes to me.
ご主人様は?
Almost laughing at her calling me master again, I nodded. I'm a bit of an otaku myself. I know how he feels very well, so how can I not?
ご主人様ならそう言ってくれると思ってました。
Forgot about the physics. Then Ramie took his hand, and together they stood up. And when they did, I spoke loud enough that everyone could hear.
皆さん、仲直りということでよろしいでしょうか?
I think it says she spoke up. Yep. Oh, wait, what? Everyone nodded in response.
それじゃあ、仲直りを祝して、私から提案があります。
I think I got the hiccups, bro. Shit. A proposal? Everyone waited for the words to come out of Ramie's mouth.
もしよろしければ、ここにいる皆さんでパーティーをしませんか?
Shit, I don't mind. A party? What do you mean? One of the attendees asked in turn on behalf of the guests.
実はこの日のためにいろいろと食材を買い込んでいて、このままだと無駄になってしまうんです。
True. A very cardinal rule about any food service place, bro. You don't ever want to waste the product. Ever. That's like a cardinal rule in food service. Don't ever waste fresh product, bro.
せっかくお作りしたので、皆さんに食べていただけたらと思いまして。
After saying all that, Ramie finally turned back to me.
構いませんよね、ご主人様。
Do you even need to ask? I'm not so witless of a man as to say no at this point. We did go through all that effort preparing, so let's have a big-ass party, shall we? Before I could even finish speaking, everyone yelled out in excitement. Would it be okay? Would it be okay if I joined too? Fuck yeah.
何を言っているんですか。もちろんいいに決まってるじゃないですか。
Get your ass on in here.
楽しい思い出にしましょうね。
Thank you. Thank you. And so gradually he became a part of the circle of participants. And for a moment there I wasn't sure what was gonna happen. Sorry everyone. It's fine, it's fine. Water under the bridge. Water under the bridge. It seemed like we'd managed to get through it. I breathed a sigh of relief. Then before I knew it, a smile had spilled across my face. All that's left now is to provide our usual customer service. We're going out to the hall. Alright, I'll leave it to you. Also, Ramie?
はい、ご主人様。
Ramie trotted over beside me. This is all thanks to you.
私は何もしていませんよ。みんな心の中ではこのイベントのこと楽しみにしていたと思うんです。
True.
だから分かり合えると思ったんです。みんな同じ思いだったのならきっと。
Let's see. Don't waste product and don't waste plastic bags. I'm a fan of bring my own bags though. They fit more than plastic can. Yeah, I've heard about people doing that, especially at grocery stores, especially Kroger, bro. I've seen people bring their own bags, especially back when I worked there. Let's see, how many people were there in this world that could think like that? At the moment I had this thought, I felt like I'd come to understand how Ramie had been promoted to an angel. She was someone who could save people who had lost their heart. These events today had brought me to such a realization.
さてご主人様、私たちはフードを作りましょう。
Finally, the best part. Yeah, by the way, Ramie, it's a bit late, but there's something I need to tell you.
はい、なんでしょう、ご主人様。
Oh god, she's getting hot and bothered again. Call me manager, not master, but at home, it's daddy. Ramie's expression became dark and apologetic.
ごめんなさい、店長さん。
Shit, I wouldn't have given a damn by this point. I wouldn't have given a damn by literally middle of episode 1 when she first started helping us. Or fucking episode 2, whenever she first started helping us. I would not have given a single fuck. The offline event, or now party, ended at its planned time of 11 p.m. Towards the end of the party, some of the guests came up and spoke to me. Thank you so much for today. Oh, not at all. The most important thing is that you had fun. Yeah, already. You already had so much to deal with, Mr. Manager, and yet I caused so much trouble for you. Water under the bridge. Forget about it.
そうですよ。最後はみんなで楽しく過ごせたんですから、気にしないでください。
Thank you. Ramie and I both smiled and nodded. Being thanked was the best part of this job. By the way, here's the payment for today's party. Oh shit. He went to hand me the money for the offline event participation fee he collected from all 20 attendees. No. Since we weren't able to hold the event we were originally planning, I can't accept that. The fact that we reserved your restaurant for 3 hours hasn't changed. But, please, I'm asking you to. It's a shame that I didn't get to meet my best girl, but today was really fun. It feels weird saying... Oh, fuck. Was he the one who said that? Oh, yeah, it was. Take 2. But, please, I'm asking you to. It's a shame that I didn't get to meet my best girl, but today was really fun. It feels weird saying it after all the trouble it caused, but I want you to take it. Receiving this money would really help the cafe out. But was it really okay to take it? It's not just all out of gratitude. It's selfish to ask, but we'd like to give you a portion of the money to that poor girl too. I knew the poor girl he was talking about wasn't anyone here, but the unlucky cosplayer who was unable to attend because of the accident. I heard she only had light injuries, but she's the one who had the hardest time today. I know it's selfish to ask, but please, she's my best girl. If they were willing to entrust me with all of this, then there was no way I could turn down the money. Understood, then I'll graciously accept. After I said that, they smiled with a look of relief and thanked me one last time before leaving the cafe.
よかったですね、店長さん。
Yeah. Yes, it was. At first I wasn't sure how things would turn out, but they were all really lovely people. After that, the four of us worked together to do the post-party cleanup. Manager, I finished going around the tables and collecting all the rubbish. Is there anything else I need to do? Thanks. Ramie and I will take care of the rest. You two should go so you don't miss the last train. Alright, thank you. Then I was alone with Ramie. Nah, this ain't the place, bro. This ain't the place. This ain't the place. Chill out. Count up the sales. Okay. Is that alright? I think there's quite a lot to clean.
このぐらい平気です。10分で片がつきます。
Very dependable. Well, I'll get the count done in 10 minutes too then. As if it was a competition, we each worked hard to get our jobs done. By the time the 10 minutes were up, we were done closing up just as we said we would be. All that was left was to leave. Checking my watch, I saw it was almost midnight. I started calling the other cafes so I could see how they did. First, I called the cafe hosting the birthday party, since it was them I was the most worried about. Hey, how did everything go? Hello, manager. Everything went fine. It seems like we'll be finished up in time for the last train, so we won't need a lift. Oh, is that so? Got it. Thank you for today. Not at all, and thank you. I continued calling the other cafes to check in. I'm sorry, manager. All the customers had left by 30 minutes to close, so we already closed up. Oh, that's fine. Days like that happen, so don't worry about it. Thank you. So that was it. The other cafes had also ended business without any problems. It also seemed like nobody needed lifts home, which was an unusual occurrence. Whew! I leaned back into the cafe sofa. I could feel my tense mind finally relax. We just have to collect each cafe's sales and head home.
お疲れ様です、ご主人様。
Ramie came over right beside me and sat down. Thanks, Ramie. Without a doubt, if you weren't here, I wouldn't have made it through.
大げさですよ。私はただ、
Facts,
みんなに笑顔でいてほしくて魅力を尽くしただけです。
I was able to finish the day with a smile, and it's absolutely because of you.
そんなことないですよ。でも、ありがとうございます。
For a while after that, we'd stayed next to each other without saying a word. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Save it for the bedroom, sir. The silence wasn't awkward. In fact, it felt comfortable. Almost like we could understand each other without words. Didn't I just say to save it for the bedroom, bro? I wonder how long time had passed. Eventually, Ramie put her head on my shoulder. Ramie? I couldn't help but enjoy her nice, gentle... Oh, boy. Let's not get too descriptive here, buddy. We're still at work.
今日はとても嬉しかったです。
Huh?
ご主人様が私を守ろうとしてくれました。
I did? Yes, you dense fuck.
私が乱暴にされそうになった時に、あのお客さんと私の間にご主人様が入ってくれました。あの時のご主人様はちょっとだけかっこよかったです。
Let's go. We got cool points. I think back to what happened. Ramie is an employee here. Violence and threats towards her will not be tolerated.
ご主人様
At the time, I knew I had to protect Ramie and became frantic. It was somewhat embarrassing for her to be thanking me for it again.
ご主人様私
What the hell's going on, bro? Ramie lifted her head and turned, staring at me. Our eyes were inches away from each other. It'll be bad if we don't stop here. That's what my intuition was telling me, but I couldn't take my eyes off her. Ramie? Moment later, Ramie... Ooh! Let's go, baby! We did it, boys. Well, almost. Not quite, but it looks like we're getting there.
ご主人様
Well then. He in there. Let's fucking go. Well, he will be in a moment. Maybe. There was a sweet smell. Ramie's lips were soft and full. The pudgy, pliable feeling they had against mine made me want to keep them there forever. And somewhere else, if you know what I mean. I was so absorbed in her lips, I couldn't think about anything else. It was while I was kissing her that I realized how I truly felt. Yeah, that's right. I loved her. Not with the VTuber, not with the angel, but with the girl she is. I'd fallen completely in love. Alright, bro, alright. Pliable, these descriptive words are killing me. Yeah, I know, right? Who the fuck says pliable? Finally, our lips separated. And they went right down. No, let me stop. As soon as I became aware of her again, I suddenly felt embarrassed and had to look away a little.
キスしちゃいましたね
You sure fucking did. I started to really want to know what the kiss meant. Ramie, do you like... I couldn't finish the words. Come on, spit it out. Spit it out. Put your fucking nuts back on, pussy. I couldn't finish the words. I thought it shouldn't be put into words. Ramie was the most important person to me, but there was no way I could be that for her. If you looked at what happened at today's offline event, you could tell. Ramie was someone who could guide people to happiness and bring smiles to their faces.
ご主人様は優しいですね
Shit, my hiccups are fucking kicking my ass, dude. It was almost as if she'd read my mind.
優しいご主人様へそして今日頑張ったご主人様へのご褒美さっきのキスはそう思っていてください
Now, is that part of the reward? Is there more to be expected when we get home? Or what you want to do? Well, again, as she said it, she smiled. You see, that would have been a great way to end the episode, but I think we're going to go on for a little bit longer. Probably a good, maybe like 15-20 more minutes. Let's just see what happened. Let's just get a look at a little bit what happened afterwards. The day after the offline event, I called the owner. Oh god, that's why the sad music is playing. Because we're calling this dickhead again. Called the owner before my usual daily morning shopping routine so I could give him a report on what happened yesterday. What do you want? I thought I should give you a report for yesterday, fuckstick. Spit it out. I tell him there was an unfortunate accident yesterday, and due to that, the cosplayer we'd invited wasn't able to make it. Did you collect the admission fees? Yes. It was generously given to me by the attendees. As long as the cafe isn't losing any money, it's fine. I have something I need.
Alcoholics_Anonymous has subbed for 18 months. Thank you. Yeah, let's have a better look at what happened. Smile.
I mean, shit. I think we pretty much know what they did that night, bro. But Alcoholics, 18 whole fucking months, dude. A whole year and a half now. Thank you, man. You're one of my longest subs on this channel. I appreciate the continued support, dude. Like, I really do. Thank you so much. Appreciate you stopping by as well. Man. But yeah, we're on the phone with our dickhead owner. So, we're just reporting the deets of what happened at the event. What? What? I like to pay the cosplayer a portion of the attendance fees from yesterday. What the hell are you saying? Who gave you permission to spout such drivel? I did, nigga! That's what I want to say to him. That's what I would want to say to him. Be like, who gave you permission? Sorry for leaving, but no problem. Hey man, thank you so much. Sorry for leaving, but I came back, had to pack. Hey, no problem, father. No problem. Who gave you permission to spout such drivel? Me, nigga. That's what I would say. This money was generously given to me by the attendees. They asked me to give a portion of it to the cosplayer since she was in an unfortunate accident, and I agreed to do so. Anyone who didn't come won't be getting a single yen. Well, fuck you, I'm doing it anyway. Why give food to soldiers who can't fight? They asked me to do this because of how they felt. The money was given to me along with their concern for their favorite cosplayer. How stupid. You think thinking like that will make money? You need money for luxuries, eating, renting a place to live. Money is and does everything. Money is the reason why so many people are fucking dying out here. You can't put a price on the way people feel. Sounds like you're trying to say feelings are more important than money, huh? Well, in a sense, yes. Sometimes a person's feelings towards another person are worth more than money. Bullshit. Our argument was parallel, but we would never agree on anything. But even so, I wasn't going to just drop this. As a fellow otaku who wants to support their best girl, I couldn't drop it. That's just the kind of thing I thought you'd say. What the hell are you saying? There's no way someone like you who never comes to the cafes and just sits at a desk looking at numbers could ever understand. You've forgotten how to interact with people, with customers, so you don't understand people's feelings. I'd made an outrageous complaint to the owner, oh boy. At this rate, it seemed like I could end up getting fired, but I didn't think I'd really mind. After a while, I heard a long sigh from the other end of the phone. This is the first time my dog has ever bitten back this hand. This hard. He spoke with a lower than usual voice. I didn't know if it was anger or some other emotion. Do whatever you like. As soon as he said that, he hung up. Do whatever you like. I repeated those words inside my head over and over.
どうでしたか?
Ramie was worried about the absent-minded look I had and seemed concerned. I smiled back at her. He said I should do as I like.
オーナーさんも分かってくれたんですね.
So we made him understand. I'm not sure about that, but maybe just gave up? I might end up suddenly fired at the end of the month.
そんなことないですよ、きっと。ご主人様の思いは伝わったはずです。
I mean, if only it was that easy. If only it was that easy for some others, you know. Especially in real life, bro. Some people get fired on the spot for finally being able to state how they feel, especially when they work in especially for those who work in shitty conditions. Like myself, for example. It'd be nice if that's true. With a wry smile, I checked my watch. It was about time we left to go shopping. You ready to go soon?
かしこまりました。
Let's go. Today, another day filled with hope had begun. A week had already passed since the offline event. And I think that's where we can call it. Like I said, this was going to be a short episode, so let's see. Let's just save. Yes. All right. Yeah, I think that's what we can call it for this episode here. Like I said, it was supposed to be like a shorter stream. You know, sorry for those who had just tuned in. You know, it sort of came toward the end there, but I think that's a good place to like cliffhanger it for next time. But I am looking to stream some more this week. I know for a fact, I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow or Thursday. I'll have to think on it. I know for a fact I will be streaming Call of Duty when it comes out Friday. Me and the homies are going to be playing it that night, you know, the day the game drops. So look forward to that. Look forward to me absolutely getting my ass whooped. Still waiting for the Fruit of Grisaia. Still waiting for the Fruit of Grisaia to come back. Oh man, it'll come back. Like I'll be getting. Hopefully, I'll be able to have more time to finish more games in my backlog especially throughout the coming year. You know, it's almost 2023, bro. I gotta start making some changes. You know, as far as like being able to balance, you know, working a job, being able to make content for y'all, and all the and you know, stuff like that. So I'm looking to hopefully get those changes in effect by early next year, so that I can maintain a good balance between both and be able to do what I actually like doing. So, you know, it's been a real. I'd say the latter half of this year has been the most stressful, but it should be like that sometimes, you know. But you know, I'm not just sitting here twiddling my thumbs. I'm trying to make some really big. I'm trying to think on some really big decisions and trying to make trying to make the smartest moves that I can in order to, you know, be able to keep doing this and also be able to eat another day, you know. But we're gonna leave it here for next time to be continued in episode 4. But I will be back if nothing happens Wednesday and Thursday. I will be back Friday. So take care, everybody. Have yourselves a good one, and as always, much love, y'all. See ya.